Hey, it's Tim with 9533 Training Consulting, and I want to talk to you about, one of those things we've run into is cost of ammo. Just trying to find it is ridiculous, and paying $1 a round is just not functional. There's a great product out there that I want to talk to you about. It's made by Laser Ammo, which is their Smokeless range component. I have the full suite of that. I am not sponsored by Smokeless range. I did buy it and it's not inexpensive. But what I want to do is I want to show you the things you can do with this and the different options you have to actually keep your qualifications up, keep your, keep your body mechanics, doing your draws, drawing from concealed, and practicing with one, not having to worry about wasting ammo, two, not having to go to a range, and three, not having to worry about doing something that might be particularly unsafe that you might be concerned about. It does work with two different types of weapons. Now, I've got two of them here. You've got your standard SIRT pistol, just standard laser. This one fires just a red laser with your dummy magazines, which are weighted. And we also have basically their gas blowback option, which is their recoil enabled. It does fire an IR laser, so it gives you a little bit better feel to this. This is their Glock 19 version. I do have Glock 17s also. It is basically a modified airsoft gun. Works off of green gas. And there are no bullets associated with it, but it also does have full slide ability, so that when you go ahead and pull the trigger, you get a full cycle, and you can see the smoke coming, which is basically just the green gas coming out. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do with this. We'll go through some of the programs and the options that they have, and you can see if this is going to be able to fit your needs the next time you need to train on the range. All right, so let's go through some of the options that we have with the Smokeless range. There are tons of packages in the basic. You've got, I think it's 20 different options to start with. So let's look at some of the things that they have that they can do for you, go through some of the things and show how you can actually use this, set up your living room, set up your garage to be able to excel when you're at the range. So some of the options we have here, as you see, just the first 10, we've got bomb blast, can toss, dueling tree, you can do with someone else. You got trap shooting, target shooting, moving targets. These here are just part of your basic package. You've got a lot of options you can do there. But let's just take a look at some of the simple ones here. We've got can toss. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the SIRT pistol on this one. I've got options here. I can go ahead and do number of shooters. I can change the number of targets. I can change the size. I can have it launch, right, left, ground hits, time delays, launch seconds and delays. But let's take a look and see what we got here.
Stand by.
Are you ready? Can toss. And if you think about the ones you see in video games, you can keep hitting it on the way down. So you've got options there where you can work on your target assessment, getting ready to shoot, tracking, which is going to allow you to be able to use that on the range, and it's not costing you $1 a round. Let's look at some of the other options that we have. Transition drill.
Are you ready?
Now what this is going to do is bring out different targets for us. Shoot, no shoots. So that is allowing you to quickly assess, should I shoot, should I not shoot? And it's allowing you to, once again, not spending rounds on target, and allow you to get better. Same trigger control, same function. Now, this is just using a SIRT pistol. We're not doing anything different. It's just firing a standard red laser. Let's do the same thing with our gas blowback. So this is going to fire an IR laser. I'm going to have no indication as to where the round is going as I would normally with my firearm. Once again, this is a Glock 19. They do sell these.
Are you ready?
So let's take a look. So that's using a gas blowback. You can use this for your students. It's a great option. If you've got brand new shooters out there, let them start with a SIRT pistol. It's a lot easier for them to deal with. They don't feel as intimidated. You can have these in your classrooms without having to worry about having live firearms if you've got a particular area, like mine, that gets all freaked out because unfortunately we're in California. So I can use a SIRT pistol, let them practice without having to worry about the recoil. Then I can bring in a gas recoil and they can get used to starting to feel what the gun is going to feel like before you actually take them to the range. They're going to become better shooters and you're going to become a better instructor doing it. Let's take a look at the more advanced functions they have within the program, which is going to allow you to actually take your training to the next level. Another that we have is their open range. Their open range will give you more dynamic options on shooting. One of them is, there are so many, there's 4 pages of different types of products. I've got peacocks and demos and desert tests and falling plates, but let's take a look at how many are on here. Shoot or don't shoot, transitional drills, M4 drills. But let's just go to the very first one. Now with Angry Peacock, I've got a different options. I've got basically my no shoots, which is going to be the people with their hands up, and I've got my shoots, which are the ones behind that. And because I'm using gas blowback, it will eventually run out of ammo, the same as it would be if I was using a live firearm. So I've got my second magazine here. Remember, magazines go in guns, clips go in hair. And we're going to go ahead and see how we do. Oh. There we go. That is a great product that if you don't want to have to worry about gas blowback and worrying about bringing in green gas, I can do the exact same thing with a SIRT pistol, which is going to allow me to continually practice. Put your holster on, draw from the holster, engage, which is going to allow you to be able to be a better shooter and a better instructor. Let's take a look at how detailed this can get when we go into actual live scenarios where you don't know the outcome. School holdup. I have no idea what this scenario is going to do. Is it going to be a shoot, no shoot? I don't know. But let's see what's going to happen.
How you doing? Hey, man. Let's see it. I did, man. I was telling all my friends about this, you know, that pistol and shot over there. So, I guess you're doing something.
Drop the gun, drop the gun! And part of it, you've got a kid behind that you've got to be able to make sure you know where your rounds are going. They've got a gun, they're coming in, what do you do? That is the kind of training you can do for your students, which now we can actually simulate that without them having to worry about being on the range and being in a potential unsafe scenario. There are force-on-force training classes out there which are phenomenal. Those are a whole new level. I've done force-on-force, and I'll tell you what, pucker factor is up there because being hit by a simunition hurts. Pain is a great teaching tool. When you feel pain, your brain goes into another motion. So let's take a look at another scenario, which I don't know, that they have on here, so you can see the options you have when you're doing this training with this program. So let's just go with whatever this one is. Man bird watching in the backyard. I don't know what that is. Let's just see what it is. Thank you. Now, we would use a holster. I don't have one, so I'm just holding the weapon down. Hey! Hey, what are you doing? Hey, bud. Why are you in my backyard? Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. Hello, I knocked on the door.
Yeah, but you're in my backyard. What are you doing here?
White squirrel running around.
Okay.
All right, not a problem. I will leave.
Thank you.
Look for our flyer in the newspaper. We'll be in the area.
All right, thank you. And there's your scenario. There are shoot, no shoots. You have to know which one you're going to need to take care of. That was a no shoot. That was your options you have to think about as being a real CCW carrier. All right, so let's look at some of the other products they have. Now, if you are training departments, you've got the options, or even military, you've got the options to set up your own qualification courses. There are some qualification courses built in there, but you can set them up on what's called their M-range product. Their M-range product will allow you to actually go in and I can specifically edit what it is I'm doing. I can say what's the type of course I'm doing. I can say, oh, you know what? I want to edit this course. I'm going to say the distance of the target, how long the target's going to face, how long it's going to face away, how long, or if there is going to be a shoot, no shoot target or a hostage target. That's how detailed you can get. If you have your military course of fire, you can break it down from the different ranges, or the different distances. Do your distances, your 3, your 5, your 7, your 10, your 15 yards. You can do those and allow to actually practice from holster in a safe environment using a SIRT or a gas blowback. But let's take a quick look at what their M-range product is. Then we're just going to use the focus on the front side drill. We got to go back one because that's the editing product. And focus on front sight. So from here, we've got a target that comes out. So we see the target, focus on your front sight. It blades and unblades because you've got how long it's going to say. I want this only to be out for, I only want it to be out for a second. You can do that. Say I wanted it to be bladed for a shorter period or a longer period or have a different type of target rather than just a standard circle. I can do that too. Lots of options. And as you see, the target can be close, far, right, left, wherever you want is what you can set it up as. Let's take a look at one of the other options they have. All right, so right now we're going to go over their product called their tactical targets. Their tactical targets is going to be it's almost like a video game simulator that's going to allow you to move through a scenario. Let's just say we're going to pick this one. I don't know what this is. It's like now we've got shoot, no shoots. If I see law enforcement people with their hands up, I cannot shoot those. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen as we start this.
Are you ready?
Are we ready?
Bye.
Shoot, no shoot. Remember, it's firing an IR laser, so I do not get to see an actual woo. Woo! That's a perfect drill right there to figure out whether it's a shoot, no shoot. Coming back to the ready gives me a good scenario. There we go. That is a great product which allows you to be able to work through different areas and different situations that you don't know what's going on. Let's try a different one. And let's say we're going to do, we've got steel challenges if you want to shoot at steel targets. You've even got Western Shooter, which is kind of the same feel as you saw there from the tactical targets. So once again, what's going to happen? It's a straight video game kind of feel. So, as you can see, that's the same kind of thing. When you go to the video game and you play the shooting games, it's the same thing. This you can allow for your students to be able to try out and see whether or not it's something that they actually want to do. For our IPSC shooters, we've got IPSC challenges involved, loaded into the program also. There's different ones. I don't even know which one this is. Let's try number 3.
Stand by.
I can't see. Whew. Need my glasses. Oops. Running out of ammo. It's running low. Can't. No, my gas is on. Ah! Hey, you know, I wear glasses to shoot and I can't see the sights. So I might want to wear my top focals so I can see the sight because I couldn't tell what it was doing. With the SIRT pistol, obviously I'm going to see a visual laser. I can tell if I'm high or low. With infrared, I can't. Hence is infrared. So this is a product we have out there from Smokeless range. I'll put the information below so you can take a look at it. Highly recommend it. You don't need to get the full package. There are different prices on those. You can start with the basic. Incorporate it into your range classes, into your training while you're in the classroom. If you're going to the range the next day, they can actually get some practice in there to get an idea of what they're going to be dealing with. As always, on time, on target, never quit. Hoo-yah.